Hello everyone, I have a new junk journal to share with you. This is what I call my gold and lace junk journal. If you like bling and you like lace, then I'm sure you'll like this one. It's made basically out of paper bag for the cover, which I like because it gives it this wonderful squishy feel. It's really thick and chunky, as you can see, very lacy. A lot of work put into this one. So let's get started. As I mentioned, it has a paper bag for a cover, and then the paper bag has some gold scrapbook paper over the outside of it. And then it's decorated with a lot of vintage doilies, new doilies. As you can see here, this is one I crocheted. A lot of laces, fabrics, tablecloths, curtains, whatever I could find that I thought would go nice on here. It has a chunky charm that I made. It's held with this antique pin. It's not an antique looking pin, it's actually an antique pin. And a lot of beads, some parts of jewelry. That was a jewelry, that was off of jewelry. This was off of an earring. This is off of a necklace. So a nice big chunky charm on there. It has 3 signatures that are held together with a pamphlet stitch that you can see if you look in behind there. It has wax thread. And as well, some fabric strips just for added interest. There are a couple of flowers just to sort of look antique-y, just out of some rolled beige colored fabric, lacy fabric. Lots of bling on the cover, maybe a little bit too much, but I don't know, I don't think you can have enough bling. And there's a little pocket in the front here with some scrapbook paper. And it's about 2.5 to 2.25 inch thick, maybe. So let's have a look on the inside. It's also held together with just some lace that you can tie into a bow. Now this is the bottom part of the paper bag that I was able to create 2 tuck spots with. This is some gold kind of wrapping paper that kind of inspired the book, I guess you could say. And in it I put a lot of recycled material, so there's recycled cards and lots of scrapbook paper that's been coffee dyed and or tea stained. A lot of other papers that are coffee dyed and or tea stained. Some lined paper that have been coffee dyed. Little embellishments that are handmade. And so there's 3 signatures, as I mentioned, and I like to do my signatures. I like to do the outside covers out of a 6x9 envelope, and then I decorate the outside covers a little bit more than the inside of the books. So on this side, oops, left a little pocket here. The person can put whatever they want in here. It's a nice book paper, I thought was appropriate. Counting paper. Tag, and here's a recycled paper. Sometimes things don't print out as well as I'd like, so I coffee dye them, put them in my books. It's part of a book or a magazine I've cut out. Here's a piece of the coffee dyed scrapbook paper. Just tucks in there. Here's a piece of a test print sheet that I coffee dyed. Some pretty gold paper that is, I believe, Recollections, but probably an older one. Some fussy cutting out of a magazine. Some junk mail that I cut into an envelope. Hand cut scrapbook paper. Parts of cards. Just tucks in there. And here's a library pocket, an actual library pocket. And more that Recollections scrapbook paper. It's not all Recollections in this book, but I just happen to know that that's what that is. Some of the scrapbooking paper is new. There's maybe a few new sheets in here. Some of it's old. Some music sheets, tuck spot in there. Another test print page. There's a bit of this gold fabric I found that's really pretty. A tag. Some tickets. And this is a divider sheet, but it had this gold strip on the side, so I thought that was appropriate to put in here. And once in a while I make these little booklets throughout the journal. Under one of my tags. There's not a lot of stamping in here because I'm not the greatest stamper and I don't have a lot yet, but it's coming. And I thought, well, at least, you know, I'll stamp, I'll give it a try, and I'm always working to improve. This just flips up there. There's a little tag in there. And then this clip holds it. I guess you'll never get better at stamping if you're not at least trying, right? So, I mean, there's stamping in here. It's not the greatest, but at least it shows I'm making an effort. Okay, I restarted through some of it because I realized I was out of frame a bit. Okay, so where were we? Envelope with a folded booklet in there. And another little booklet here. Some gold scrapbook paper. A little handmade envelope with some folded paper in there. And this is some junk mail. I'm going to put this envelope on here with another little booklet inside. Put a gold butterfly, some scrapbook paper on the front of it. It just tucks in there. And there's an attempt of stamping. This is the center of the signature with lace. I think this is part of a tablecloth or a curtain. And some gold hearts on there. Here's a little lace pocket with a mini file divider and some handmade embellishments there. A handmade pocket with some pretty paper in there. And large index card. Some tickets, another envelope with some gold paper, with gold on it, if you like. Okay, there we go. Some kind of metallic fibrous ribbon that was sort of coppery gold. I like that, so I put that on there. Thought it went nice in here. And then once in a while I just leave it plain. Another tag. Some tickets. Tag with some gold fiber. This, incidentally, this gold fiber is the same that I wove in through this doily here. And I think I mentioned already, these are some die cuts that I've had in my stash for ages. Other embellishment. A little bit of fussy cutting and another booklet. Tag. This is the piece off of the paper bag stuck on there. Another little booklet. Stamping. And a gold tag. That was cute. Some counting paper. And this is the last page in the signature, so I created a little booklet out of some note paper and that gorgeous gold paper. There's also a pocket here for putting stuff in. Some gorgeous purple lace and some pearls. I like this page, very pretty. And then this is the start of the next signature. This is a little doily that I hand crocheted out of gold thread. A little paper clip. Booklet here. And a folded index card. And then on this side, this is all decorated up. I like that page as well. And just some note paper that I tucked into here. Some little pockets. Some more of that paper. Butterflies, and a recycled card. Coffee dye. I like the way that coffee dyeing turned out. Some more coffee dyed scrap paper, counting paper, a tuck spot, index card. The tuck spot, you know, there's a tag there. And there's some tickets tucked in here. Index card. Tag. And this was an old card I made a tuck spot with, and this is also some pretty paper. It's here and there through the book. I made a little booklet out of this one. Some pretty lace. Another attempt at stamping. And once in a while you'll see a piece of paper like this where it might have some doodling on it. My daughter sometimes she'll do doodles and throw them in her recycling box, and I coffee dye them and use them in my journals. Another envelope with some papers in it. There's more of that gold fabric, very pretty. And sometimes these are just stapled on. It's another piece of scrapbooking paper. It's been dyed. And this is the center of the second signature. Some gold hearts in the middle. Envelope with some coffee dyed scrapbook paper, and I love the way this one turned out. Very cool. Coffee dyed envelopes. And this one was a complete disaster, so I wound up just stamping all over it. There's some more of my daughter's doodling. She does do beautiful artwork, but there's a process, right? Not every page turns out. That is pretty. Some tickets. And here I had tore a piece of my paper, so I decided to try using the coffee filters to repair it. And I liked the way that it looked, so I glued on a few more on the page as well. Pocket, some folded paper. And this is the last page of the middle signature. So it's a nice big sized booklet there. And here's the back part. And I folded a large divider, or medium sized, I guess you would say, with some applique on here. Another piece of coffee dyed scrapbook paper. And here I just, oops, I don't know what's in there. I'll check that out after. Here I just made a little pocket. There's a pocket there and there's a pocket there. And I believe, no, there's a pocket on this side. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Oh yes. I left this open on the top for storing things in. More things. And here I made a little booklet. And there's some accounting paper, scrapbook paper, nice little embellishment, tuck spots there. This is an envelope with another booklet inside. Scrapbook paper on some of that nice gold fabric. Bling, and some more of my attempt at stamping. I'm sure there's a trick to it. I just haven't learned it yet. Coffee dyed paper. Applique. And this is the center of the third signature with the little gold hearts once again. Some curtain fabric, I believe. Another tag. Another tag. Lace, and a really bad heart. This is one of those medium-sized tags I created a page with. Glued it onto this part of an envelope that was through from the other side. And some of that nice scrapbooking paper. Some added bling. Pearls. And here there's a bit of fabric sticking out because there's a little pocket there with some folded note paper. And with this fabric I created a pocket, and I put an extra piece of this wrapping paper in here in case they wanted to make something with that. One of my small envelopes with some paper in it. And a little booklet on the end with this beautiful paper, some fussy cutting. And then there's the top part of the paper bag. And I made a another booklet for writing in. And then the back of the book, lots of laces, some gold cutouts here. And then there's a little pocket here with this folded paper. So that is the gold and lace scrapbook. Sure didn't take long to do the video compared to how long it took to make the book, but it's been in the works for a while. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed creating it. Bye for now.